RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
Sponsored by the Oiler Booster Club, we would like to honor the senior members of our football, cheerleading, dance, cross country, girls tennis, golf teams, and the Oiler Band. Seniors will present their parents with a flower representing their thanks for the loyal support and guidance their parents have given them throughout the years. First, our senior football players. Dakota Barrett, son of Tim and Shelley Barrett. Brad Carr, son of Rick and Tanya Carr. Jeremy Cook, son of Jim and Ketra Cook. Cody Engler, son of Bob and Monica Engler. Jake Evans, son of Christy Evans. Ryan Gonzalez, son of Cruz Gonzalez and Casey and Dwayne Young. Alex Harmon, son of Ken and Becky Harmon. Followed right behind by Levi Harmon, son of Ken and Becky Harmon. Kyle Kirby, son of Ken and Kathy Kirby. Brandon Keeney, son of Christy Fazio. Deontay Miller, son of Shanna Long, who is represented here tonight by Amber Edwards and Ashton Hickman. Caleb Moorfield, son of E.D. and Maggie Moorfield. Dalton Morris, son of Carlos and Jennifer Morris. Aaron Ragusa, son of Mike and Alicia Ragusa. Devin Spurlock, son of Bob and Mary Spurlock. David Swearingen, son of Mindy Polewski. We would also like to thank our football coaches, our head coach Travis Williams, and our assistant coaches Mike Ragusa, Chris McCann, and Mike Beecham. The coaches would like to thank their wives with appreciation for the support and patience their wives have given them throughout the season. Mrs. Autumn Williams, Mrs. Alicia Ragusa, and Mrs. Allison Beecham. Next, the senior members of Oiler Band. Josh Bean, son of Rhonda and Ed Sebastian, and Ken Bean. Rebecca Billings, daughter of Nathan and Indy Billings. Josh Guile, son of Dan Guile and Marcia Moore. Elizabeth Nade, daughter of Amy Allen and Brian Nade. Jessica Hare, daughter of Sherry and David Hare. Joshua Halcomb, son of Melissa and Michael Halcomb. Thomas Hansen, son of Barb and Bill Hansen. Courtney Inman, daughter of Tracy Inman and Michelle Mescal. Scott Miner, son of Mike and Tracy Miner. Patrick Roach, son of Kathy and Roy Roach. Our band director is Mr. Chris Alexander. Chris would like to thank Katie for all of her support and patience during the fall season. Next, our senior cheerleaders. Haley Hunt, daughter of Ellen Walter and David Hunt. Samantha King, daughter of Jennifer Chappell and Scott King. Jordan Marks, daughter of Marty and Julie Marks. Alyssa Quigley, daughter of Gary and Kim Quigley and the late Julie McClellan. Kara Spears, daughter of Kelly Crawford. Kirsten Stranghoner, daughter of Michael and Deborah Stranghoner. The cheerleaders are coached by Allison Beecham. The cheerleaders would like to thank Coach Beecham for all her hard work this fall. Next, the senior members of the Oilerettes dance team. Damara Gates, daughter of Dean and Gates Bolden and Elvin Bolden and the late Samuel Gates. And she's the only one. The Oilerettes are coached by Neely Kinkle. The Oilerettes would like to thank Coach Kinkle for her support and hard work with the squad this season. Next is the senior members of the girls tennis team. Rihanna Carter, granddaughter of Ronald and Joanne Barry. Jessica Hare, daughter of Sherry and David Hare. Abby Mundell, daughter of Mary and Joseph Mundell. Sam Stockton, daughter of Mike and McLeany Stockton. The tennis team is coached by Ms. Mary Broadway. Players would like to thank Coach Broadway for her support and hard work this season. Now the senior members of the golf team. Josh Guile, son of Dan and Marcia Guile. Brandon Lawrence, son of Roger and Dawn Lawrence. Aaron Leggett, son of Rebecca and Rodney Leggett. Scott Martin, son of Michael and Cynthia Martin. Caleb Rudin, son of Eric and Elisa Rudin. Mark Sobel, son of David and Kimberly Sobel. The golf team is coached by Dave Sobel and Dylan Brasher. We'd like to recognize Coach Sobel's wife, Kimberly, for all the support she has given him throughout the year. Next, the senior runners on the cross-country team. Rihanna Carter, granddaughter of Ronald and Joanne Barry. And Chris White, son of Gina Follis. The cross-country team is coached by Mr. Russ Colonna. Coach Colonna would like to thank his wife, Kathy, for all she does to help him and the cross-country team throughout the season. And finally, the Booster Club and high school staff would like to thank all of you, our loyal fans, who have supported the Oilers and encourage you to become a member of the Oiler Booster Club. Now let's give all of our seniors and their parents one more round of applause. Thank you for attending tonight's game, and good luck, Oilers!
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to more high school football here on Z1570. I'm Dennis Laird alongside Nick Dar. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast of the Marquette Catholic Explorers. Now it's the East Alton Wood River Oilers at home on senior night, hosting the Breeze Central Cougars, who come in at 4-4. The Oilers at 3-5, and what a season for the Oilers, Nick. A couple things go different ways, and they're looking at the playoffs right now with two close losses to Carlisle and Freeburg.
Got 2 one-point losses, and otherwise this would be for a game for playoff positioning, not just the playoffs, but a good season nonetheless. 3 wins after going obviously 29 games without one.
Cougars set to kick things off, and whistles on the opening kickoff as they'll bring this one back. I'm not sure exactly why, but we'll find out here in a moment. But the Cougars at 4-4, this is a must-win for them for a chance at the playoffs this year, so the Oilers can play spoiler tonight.
Yeah, they come in 4-4 and a chance to make it to the playoffs with a win here tonight, and the Oilers certainly looking to ruin that here on senior night and trying to get a win here over Breeze Central, and a team that you look at some common opponents, and the Oilers feel like it's a game they can win.
Breeze Central Cougars in purple and white, purple pants, white jerseys, purple numbers against the Oilers in their maroon, full maroon pants and shirts. And we're ready for the kickoff. Here it is, going to be fielded inside the 5-yard line, and the Oilers will bring it out to the 20. 25-yard line taken down there on the return, and that's where the Oilers will start 1st and 10.
It's Cody Engler on the return for the Oilers, Dennis, and good kick by Breeze Central as he drove that one straight ahead kick, and it went deep. That was the quarterback, Austin Rickoff, the kicker as well for Breeze Central.
Austin Rickoff will run this Breeze Central offense, and their main go-to guy in the backfield, Cameron Voss, and they'll run a Wildcat as well. But the Oilers start on offense 1st and 10 from the 25, just underway first quarter. Aaron Ragusa, the all-time leading passer for the Oilers, and they're going to run a reverse right off the bat. They'll get it to Kirby, who'll work his way back up the middle after taking the handoff from Inglar, and he'll gain a few, not much there.
Just about a gain of 3. It'll be an interesting night for the Oiler offense because their bread and butter is definitely the passing game, and we've got a little bit of a rain coming down, so it makes it a little more challenging to throw the football, but I don't know that it'll alter the game plan much here for senior quarterback Aaron Ragusa and the Oilers.
He's got 4 receivers in the set and a running back standing just to his left from the shotgun. He'll hand it off inside, and a decent hole to run through that gets shut down, but a good second effort there, and he'll work his way out to near the first down marker at the 35. Austin Ward on the carry.
Good carry by Ward, good second effort as you mentioned, and he's going to be just about a half a yard shy of that first down, so we'll see if they stay in the shotgun or maybe put Ragusa up under center and try a little quarterback sneak here. He's coming up under center.
Lines up under center with 2 receivers left side. Ragusa will keep it. There's nobody over the center. Ragusa able to bounce off the linebacker coming up, and he works his way out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. They had nobody on him.
You're right, and that was Ragusa got out there, was standing around like, well, I got the first down, and then he bounces it to the outside, picks up about 8 on that quarterback sneak. That's something you don't see very often, but you're right, nobody over the center, and that was a gimme, really, for the Oiler offense.
Well, the Oilers with their first down of the night here at the 10:30 mark of the first quarter, and they'll send a receiver split wide left, due to the right side as Ragusa. Now Kirby's going to take the snap, and he'll hand it off inside, and stacked up after crossing the line of scrimmage, the running back for the East Alton Wood River Oilers. Again, that looked like Austin Ward with the carry.
I think it might have been Cody Engler, but not a small gain, and that's been the Oilers' problem really this year on offense, is struggling to get a running game going, as they've really done most of their damage through the air.
They'll have 3 receivers to the left side. Ragusa, the only back, the quarterback, takes it from the shotgun. They'll throw it out in the flat to Kirby. Kirby has it, makes a move across the middle of the field into Central territory. Now he drops the football near the 35-yard line and has to dive back on it. But a good run after the catch by Kirby and another Wood River Oiler first down.
And he and Ragusa have been such a good combination this year. As they've just connected so many times for so many yards. And a great run after the catch there, as you mentioned, and then fumbled the football, but fortunate to get it back. And Ragusa setting an all-time Oiler record for passing yards in a season this year. So what a year he's had in his senior season.
5 receivers in the set again, but he'll send a man in motion, and he'll take the handoff, and he'll get around the end to pick up some positive yardage out across the 35 to about the 34-yard line. Number 5 on the carry that time for the Oilers, and that is Jeremy Cook.
Another senior for the Oilers, and that's one of the concerns, obviously, for this program, is they have built some momentum, win a few games this year, but a lot of seniors on this ball club.
A lot of work for the Oilers this year. Brand new offense installed, and that it takes some time, and they did a nice job with it in the first year.
The offense has really done a nice job. Pretty good production most weeks, and a lot of it, as we mentioned, through the air.
Wide side, the right side, 3 receivers, a blitz coming from that side, and Ragusa in trouble. He's going to be sacked back near the 45-yard line, and that's the cornerback coming off the receiver there on the blitz for the sack.
Now the rain starts to come down a little harder and makes this 3rd and very long even more difficult. And Ragusa always thinks he can make a play, and you love that about him, of course, but maybe there are some instances where you'd like him to just see him throw it away and live to fight another day instead of taking a sack and a loss of about 10 on the play.
Shaking so many tacklers off this year. He tried it again, trying to ditch that cornerback coming on the blitz, but a good job by Breeze Central to sack him back to the 45-yard line. Ragusa to throw. He's got lots of time this time, and he's going down the sidelines for his man. Incomplete. Cody Inglar near the sideline, and the first down marker couldn't haul it in. And now a holding penalty looks like against the Oilers.
That's going to push them way back now, and they'll have to probably, will definitely punt this football here. It's started off as a promising drive, is going to end in a punt.
Holding against the Oilers, and the penalty will be declined, so that'll make it 4th down, and looks like the Oilers will punt it away here from the Breeze Central 45. A good idea this early, pin them back a little bit, and hope to get the football back in better field position. The Oilers get set to punt it away at the 7:47 mark. Line drive punt, fielded at about the 10. The return man heads toward the sidelines and still on his feet at the 30 out to near the 40-yard line where he's pushed out of bounds. And Breeze Central going to have decent field position to start here, 1st and 10.
Well, there is a flag down the official from trailing the play by, which the hold really had nothing to do with the return. It was well behind the play, but it's going to push Breeze Central well back.
Well, that's a break for the Oilers because that's a pretty decent return all the way up to near the 40-yard line. So they'll back this one back, and the Oilers will get what they wanted. They'll have Breeze Central deep in their own end and hope they can stop them here. So Breeze Central will have their first offensive attempt of the night, and we mentioned led by quarterback Austin Rickoff. 6'3", 195-pound senior, and like a lot of teams, they like to run that Wildcat offense as well, and sometimes Cameron Voss, their main running back, is going to line up as the only back and take some snaps as well. But this time, it's the quarterback in there to take the first snap, and he's going to give it right away to Voss, and they meet him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a bit of a hole, but he missed it.
Yeah, I agree. Big 72, Ryan Gonzalez on the tackle there, and it's amazing to me to see how the splits of the offensive linemen, they're a good 1.5 yards, 2 yards away from each other. And you think as a defensive player it'd be real easy to shoot the gap, but they do a good job of closing those holes.
The quarterback, Rickoff, takes the snap this time. Play action, going to get a screen pass off to Voss, but he can't hold on to it. And he would have had some running room if he makes that catch, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Rickoff did a nice job of letting the pressure come to set up the screen. It was there, but the pass was a little low. And as we mentioned, it's damp, rainy, not an easy night to catch the football.
Now, Breeze Central facing 3rd down and 10, deep in their own end, their own 16-yard line. Rickoff's going to roll out left side, and he has his man in the flat. And quickly the Oilers over there to knock him out of bounds before he can get to the 25-yard line, and that is going to bring up a 4th down. Josh Dunning with the reception. He's the backup quarterback for this Breeze Central team.
Nice little check down by Wickoff that time. Wanted to throw deep for the first down. Instead, just dumped it into the flat and tried to let his receiver get some yards after the catch, Dunning, and pick up the first down. He doesn't, though, so now the Oilers will get it back.
Kyle Kirby will drop back to his own 40-yard line and wait on the punt from the Cougars. They're going to fake it. Nope, they're going to go ahead and punt it. Big-time Breeze Central roll down inside the 40-yard line to about the 37.
Boy, you're right. That was just surprising. Jacob Timmerman, the punter, rolls out. Looked like he's going to fake it and easily run for the first down. And I'm sure the Oilers were real happy to see him drop the punt because he had an easy first down.
They only needed to go 3 yards, but he went ahead and punted it. I was surprised. I thought he was going to run for it there. So the Oilers with an opportunity here.
He must have seen something we didn't. He appeared to have nothing but green in front of him for a good 20 yards.
The Oilers in the shotgun. 3 backs back there. We'll see who takes the snap. Kirby going to take the snap, and he drops it. And now Breeze Central looks like they're all over that football. And they're going to turn it right back over, are the Oilers, to the Breeze Central Cougars.
They put Kirby back in the shotgun that time. He's not the usual quarterback, and he fumbles the football. And that's a huge break for Breeze Central as they get it back. Brian Short and the Breeze Central Cougar coaching staff happy about that transgression on the other side of the field.
From now, the Oiler 32-yard line. The Cougars with the football back. 3 receivers left side, and they roll that way. Looking downfield, pump fake, now going to let it fly towards the end zone. Kirby down there, and he almost picked it off as a pass overthrown and in and out of Kirby's hands in the end zone.
Looked like a perfect touchdown pass right in the hands of Kyle Kirby. Unfortunately, he just can't come up with it. And the leading receiver for the Oilers drops an easy one.
Rickoff with the incomplete pass and a break there for the Cougars because that ball should have been picked off, and I'm sure Kirby would tell you the same thing.
Rickoff must spin it a little differently than Ragusa does. That's why he couldn't come up with it.
Didn't put quite as much on it. Here's the inside handoff to Voss, and he's taking a couple of tacklers with him across the 30-yard line up to about the 27. A good run on 2nd down by Voss, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 6.
Levi and Alex Harmon, the twin senior linebackers, and on the tackle that time. What careers they've had here at East Alton would have played, started ever since they were freshmen, as many of these seniors have for the Oilers.
Here's a snap back to Rickoff. 3rd down and 6. He fires it over the middle, has his man, and a first down for the Cougars down near the 15-yard line as he completes it to number 10, Jacob Timmerman.
Boy, really good throw from Rickoff that time as he got it over the linebacker, Harmon, and in front of the defensive back, Cook, just laid it in there perfectly for number 10, Jacob Timmerman, and a big first down.
All down to the 14-yard line with 5:44 and ticking on the clock as the Cougars come to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, looks like Voss going to take the snap this time, and he's going to run to the left. Cuts back, runs into his own guy, now bounces it outside at the 10-5, and touchdown. Looked like Voss was going to hurt himself as he tried to cut back there, ran into his own guy, but it sprung him on the outside, and he's able to take it in from 14 yards out for the first score of the night.
He ran into his own guy, but his offensive lineman did a great job holding his block and sealing the guy to the inside and allowing Voss to get to the outside. And once he got the corner, it was nothing but green in front of him and a pretty easy touchdown.
14-yard touchdown run for Voss. Puts the Cougars out in front 6-0 as they line up now for the extra point at the 5:28 mark of the first quarter.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr, and a high short kick off the foot of the kicker, fielded at the 30. Return man for the Oilers out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. It looked like Jeremy Cook on the return that time for the Oilers.
Well, that time Rickoff kicked it short. Cook up a little bit further, but still a good, dangerous return man. Makes a nice little return. Gets the Oilers with good starting field position here after falling behind 7-0.
Well, the Oilers can strike quickly, and only down 7 here early on. 5:22 first quarter action. We'll see what the Oiler offense does now. 3 receivers split wide right, 2 to the left side. From the shotgun, Ragusa waits, sends a man in motion, will fake it to him, and Ragusa will keep it and head left. He's going to knock over some guys as he makes his way across that midfield stripe to about the 49-yard line. And Ragusa, not like most quarterbacks, when he takes off running, turns into a fullback.
I was going to say, you read my mind. He's a fullback playing quarterback. A fullback with an arm, I guess. And a nice run that time as he pushes the pile forward. And no sign of a slide on that one.
Won't see him take the slide very often. I don't think I ever have. He will put the shoulders down, though.
No question.
Ragusa from the snap, or from the shotgun, hands it off inside. Looked like Austin Ward with the carry, and he's going to knock a couple Cougars back far enough to maybe pick up the first down, and he does. Into Cougar territory, down to their 45-yard line. A good second effort by Ward.
And the interesting thing is you look at the roster size-wise, Ward the fullback, 205. Ragusa the quarterback, 205. So there's no size differential there. And
Austin Ward just a straight-ahead power runner, and he's done a nice job of that all year long. He lines up as a wide receiver this time. Now the snap over the head of the quarterback, and Kyle Kirby will chase that one down back to the Oilers' 45-yard line. So it seems like tonight, every time the Oilers get rolling, something like this happens.
Well, Kyle Kirby having a rough few minutes here. He's dropped a couple snaps and dropped an interception that would have ended the touchdown drive for Breeze Central, but
Oilers back to their own 44. Second down and 20 as Ragusa waits in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers right side. Looks like some kind of audible being called. Now the snap right to him, and he fires it over the middle. Has Kirby at the midfield stripe, and he's hit and knocked down at about the 49-yard line.
Gets about 8 back of the 10 that they lost on the play before. Now you've got a third and about 14, but you can really think about having 2 downs to get this as you're inside Breeze Central territory, just barely.
3 receivers split to the right side as Ragusa waits on the snap. Snap back, looking left side, firing it out there, and it's picked off. Picked off by Breeze Central. They head the other way to the 40 and knocked out of bounds there. And the Cougars get it right back on the turnover at the 3:01 mark.
And it's just a miscommunication between Ragusa and the receiver that time. Engler thought he was supposed to go deep. Ragusa thought he was going to run a comeback. And it results in an interception as they just weren't on the same page on that one.
So Central with it back and deep in Oiler territory as they've got it at the Oiler 39-yard line. Offense back on the field for the Cougars. Rickoff, the quarterback, takes a snap, play action, looking downfield, has his man at the 15, knocked down at the 10-yard line, and Jacob Timmerman looks to be the favorite receiver of this quarterback.
And you see a lot of teams do that once they get a turnover, especially inside the other team's territory, try and take a shot down the field. Rickoff does it beautifully. He just puts it on the money to Timmerman. Great throw, great catch, and a big gain.
So now down to the 10-yard line. First and goal for Breeze Central. Rickoff lines up as a quarterback with Voss directly behind him. 3 receivers left side. He's looking that way. Now pressured. Ought to roll out of the pocket. Looking downfield still. Looks like he'll tuck it in at the 10 and be taken down before he gets to the 5-yard line at about the 6. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Seemed like he got it rolled to his left that time out of the pocket, expecting a receiver to break open. Never did. He eventually tucks it down to try and run with it. A nice tackle by Alex Harmon that time.
2nd and 7.
They mark it at the 7-yard line, setting up 2nd down and goal from the 7. Now Voss in the Wildcat formation. The snap off his hand. He'll have to dive on it. An Oiler there, and we'll see who came up with it. Bad snap to Voss, the running back, who had lined up as the quarterback. It looks like he got back on it. Oilers almost get it back there. Now 2nd, or it'll be 3rd and goal from the 14.
Big play here, and the Oilers desperately needing a stop. You don't want to fall down 14-0. Breeze Central, obviously, we've seen has a good kicker, so there's a good chance they'll take the field goal here if they don't get this.
The quarterback waits in shotgun formation. Rickoff with all his receivers in the sack. Pressure. And Carr with the pressure there, but Rickoff gets away. Fires it downfield to the end zone. Has his man. Touchdown. What a job by Rickoff there as he gets away from the pressure, sets up nicely, and then fires a strike into the end zone.
It's Josh Dunning on the receiving end, who started over on the far sideline from Rickoff, who rolled to his right. And Dunning lined up over on the left and rolls all the way over, keeps coming with his quarterback, and eventually breaks open on a nice throw from Rickoff, touchdown, and it's just like that. It's 13-0.
14-yard run, now a 14-yard pass from the quarterback Rickoff to Dunning, and it's quickly 13-0 in favor of Breeze Central with 1:05 still to go first quarter. Albers to attempt the extra point, and he drills it again right through the uprights to make it a 14-0 lead. Breeze Central over the Oilers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and the doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. Jeremy Cook takes the kickoff at the 25-yard line, and he'll work his way out to the 35, and that's where the Oilers will have under a minute left here in the first quarter.
The Oilers have been able to move the football, just shot themselves in the foot really on both drives with taking some sacks maybe you didn't need to, turnovers. Ragusa throwing an interception on that last possession. They just need to put together a good, solid, mistake-free drive here and get back in this game.
Lots of seniors on this Oiler team, 16 of them on senior night here in Wood River as the Oilers line up down now 14-0 with 58 seconds left here. First quarter, Ragusa rolling right. Fires it out, has his man, Inglar, around the 40. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Clock continues to roll down to 49 seconds. Now they stop it. So second down and coming up for the Oilers.
Nothing wrong with a gain of 4 on first down. Good short passing game from Ragusa. Although they were having some success running the ball with Ward and Ragusa and others.
3 receivers left side. Ragusa rolling that way, and he's probably looking for Kirby. Now he'll fire it deep down the field, and that's Inglar trying to run under that one, and it's incomplete.
Inglar had a step. He was open, just Ball was a little over. It's on tough throw for Ragusa, rolling to his left and trying to make a 35-yard pass. That just a little off the mark. Now big 3rd and 6 it sets up. Really need to convert this shit. Can't really afford to go 3 and out here.
Ragusa in the huddle. Calls the play and sends the troops to the line of scrimmage. Inglar going to line up left side. 2 receivers on the right side, including Jeremy Cook. Looks like Austin Ward in the backfield with Ragusa, who waits on the shotgun. Now Inglar in motion to the right side. They're going deep, though, for Kirby, and he has it. Kirby at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. They go all out for the score.
Well, we mentioned that Kirby had a rough couple minutes there. He makes up for it there. Real nice throw and catch that time, and then he runs away from the defender. Defender makes a lunge for his foot, almost drags him down by the shoestring, but good job by Kirby to stay on his feet and take it into the end zone, and a big 56-yard touchdown pass from Ragusa to Kirby, and they add to their huge numbers this year.
56 yards as they hook up again. Ragusa to Kirby. Now the Oilers will attempt the extra point here with still 32 seconds to go. Ragusa with a hold. The snap, a good one. The kick on the way, and it's good. And it makes it a 14-7 lead now for Breeze Central. Still 32 seconds to go, first quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Dar. And what a throw from Ragusa to Kirby. 56 yards, and the Oilers on the board.
A great throw from Ragusa to Kirby, and how many times have they hooked up this year? It's been a great combination of receiver and quarterback. They have done so well this year together. And another great throw and catch there.
And now the Oilers kick it away, and a short kick off the hands of the return man near the 30, and he just jumps on it wisely at the 27, and that's where Breeze Central will have it with 30 seconds to go first quarter.
And the other thing about that last play that you don't mention a lot is the pass protection was outstanding. Great job by the big guys up front, Ryan Gonzalez, both the Harmon boys, Brad Carr, Caleb Moorfield, all doing an excellent job of giving Ragusa time back there.
And I'm sure Aaron Ragusa will tell you that offensive line had a big part in his season this year, because there's been several times that we've seen Aaron Ragusa camped out back there and having all the time he needed to do what he does. Great job by that Oiler line this season. From the shotgun, a handoff right side. Looks like Voss is going to be stacked up near the 30-yard line for little or no gain. That'll bring up second down.
The thing about that line, too, is they don't only play offensive line, they all play defensive line and linebacker as well.
And really, that's been the story of the Oilers this year. They've had to go both ways with everybody, and early in the season really gassed out, and they've gotten stronger as the years went on, but that's just tough to do.
It is.
Here's good pressure on Rickoff, but once again he gets away and finds his receiver, and what a job by Rickoff. Big hit there at the end of the first quarter by Inglar, but a first down for Breeze Central, and they'll have it at the 45 when the second quarter begins. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Set, hit. Protection! Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold it. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to Wood River, Illinois. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. Start of the second quarter. Breeze Central 1st and 10 from the 46. They'll set up the screen to Voss. Has some running room and breaking tackles as he crosses the midfield stripe into Oiler territory. Pushed down finally as he crosses the 30-yard line. And they did a nice job of setting up the screen there.
Yeah, they really have had another couple of screens set up tonight. And first one they dropped it. Second one, that was a nice completion. They really let the rush get to him and then just dumped it right to the running back. And that's such an effective play.
Penalty is a face masking on the Oilers.
We've definitely seen some poise from Austin Rickoff at quarterback tonight. Now a penalty going to be tacked on to this screen play. So this is going to turn into a huge play for Breeze Central and push this ball all the way down to near the 20-yard line. 13-yard line to be exact.
That face mask penalty on Ragusa at the end tacks on another 15. And boy, Breeze Central really doing a nice job mixing it up on offense.
And I was about to talk about the poise of Rickoff and that being the perfect play with the poise this quarterback has. We've seen him pressured a couple times, and he's gotten away from pressure and made plays, so screen probably doesn't faze him much.
Right, and the other thing he does is keeps his head downfield. When the pressure's coming, he's able to spot receivers and take a hit.
And he'll roll left this time and throw it out in the flat. Has his man, and he's knocked down near a first down. On the sidelines there. Looked like Timmerman, number 10, with the reception that time. That was Dalton Smith with the reception there for Breeze Central.
And that's just giving too much cushion if you're the Oiler defense. I mean, that's a 9-yard cushion, and they pick up 9 yards on first down. That's too much.
2nd and 1 now from the 6-yard line. Couple of backs back there with Rickoff, and Voss takes a handoff, hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll stick his head down and be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it. Rickoff is signaling first down for Breeze Central. They're going to say no, though. So, you got to root if you're the quarterback.
Well, of course.
But a nice job by the Oiler D as they stack him up. Oh, now they're saying first down. They drop the chain. So 1st and goal from the 6. They'll give it to Voss, and Voss is hammered and knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Took a big hit there, and they knock him out of bounds.
Austin Ward got an arm on him in the backfield, couldn't bring him down. It was a tough tackle to make, and Voss springs it for a nice little gain there.
I'll mark it at the 2. 2nd and goal now from the 2. 10:33 on the clock, second quarter. Everybody in the backfield. Rickoff waits in the shotgun, hands it to Voss again, and he finds a seam and steps into the end zone. 6 more on the board for Breeze Central. They're now up 20-7.
Gave him a little cutback lane that time. He makes one cut, sticks it in the ground, gets into the gap, and pretty easy touchdown.
10:28 mark of the second quarter. 6 more on the board for Breeze Central as Voss steps in from 2 yards out, and they'll set up for the extra point again. Here at the 10:28 mark of the second quarter, trying to make it 21-7, and there's a low kick that's no good, so the score remains 20-7 in favor of Breeze Central. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darn. Rickoff with the kickoff, and it's fielded by Jeremy Cook at the 30. He'll work it out across the 35 to about the 36, and the Oilers with it back down 20-7 now.
Well, the Oilers got to keep scoring on offense, as they've struggled defensively so far tonight against the Breeze Central attack. So got to keep it going on offense to stay in this game, because you just have a feeling that every time Breeze Central gets it, they're going to have a good chance of scoring the way they've executed on offense.
Oilers line up at the line of scrimmage. Ragusa in the shotgun has 3 receivers right side, 2 to the left. And he looks right and fires it quickly out there. It's caught, screen set up, but not much room out there as they get across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Jeremy Cook with the reception, but it's going to set up a second down and short.
That's a nice little play on first down, though. Just a little easy pitch and catch. It's just basically a run play. It's such a high completion percentage pass, and it picks up 6.
Second down and 4 for the Oilers now from the 43. Ragusa looking to the left side, and he has Kirby at the 45 for the first down. He'll spin upfield a bit to about the 47, and that's where the Oilers will have it 1st and 10.
Gain of 6 and an Oiler first down.
Now Breeze Central has to maybe come up and respect that short pass, maybe hit a big one.
Ragusa and the Oilers from the line of scrimmage in the hurry up. 3 receivers wide side, the right side. Ragusa going left, though, to Kirby. Has him inside Breeze Central territory. He breaks the tackle at the 45 and works his way down to the 42-yard line for another Oiler first down.
Oh, I love the pace of the Oiler offense right now, getting a play in about every 15 seconds as they are just getting up to the line and going, and it's tough for a defense to adjust when you're doing that.
Staying in that same formation, 3 receivers right, 2 left, and they'll fire it to Inglar now, coming across the middle. He'll work his way down to about the 35-yard line, shy of the 35, and that'll bring up second down and 5.
Oh, I'm telling you, Breeze Central starting to come up and creep up on that those short passes. There's going to be a deep one here available.
Gain of 5.
3 receivers again right side, 2 to the left side. Ragusa, quick look to the sidelines, now shouts out the play from the shotgun. Going to go right, has Cook coming in, but he won't be able to handle that low pass. Incomplete at the 35.
Pass incomplete to Jeremy Cook.
That brings up 3rd and 5 now. 3rd down and 5 for the Oilers.
Let's see if they stay with the short one here. Last 3rd down, they hit a 56-yarder for a touchdown.
A look over at the sidelines by Ragusa now. Calls the play. 3 receivers right, 2 left. He's looking right now, back left, as Kirby goes long, and he's open at the 10, and they've got him down to the 5-yard line.
Well, once again, great pass protection for Ragusa. He had all day to throw, and it allows the route to develop. Kirby gets open, and another big one on 3rd down.
That line has done a great job on this particular drive. He's had all day, and now they work it down to the 5. Timeout called for Breeze Central with 8:40 to go here, 2nd quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red, black, silver, or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258 3168 to speak to a representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Big formation now. Harmon's in the backfield.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Dars. The Oilers facing first and goal from the 5, and they got the lineman in the backfield. Ragusa going to keep it. Tucks his head down, diving to the end zone. He's in there. A 5-yard run from Ragusa around the big guys in the backfield.
Well, that's the formation where they move the two guards, the Harmons, into the backfield, and they basically become two big old lead fullbacks, and Ragusa followed them right into the end zone that time. A pretty easy 5-yard touchdown run.
The Oilers cut the lead to 20-13. Now this extra point, an important one. The Oilers can cut this lead to 6 as they set up here. Devin Spurlock, the kicker for the Oilers, waits on the snap. Ragusa to hold. Good snap back. Ragusa gets it down, but it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he might have juggled it just a bit as he was putting that one on the tee, and the Oilers can't get the extra point. So the score remains 20-13 in favor of Breeze Central with 8:34 to go, second quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Dar. Devin Spurlock sent to kick it away after the 5-yard run by Aaron Ragusa. And the Oilers will kick it back to Breeze Central, and they're going to take a knee at the 27-yard line. You don't see that very often on the kickoff.
No, he had a little bit of running room ahead of him, too, and obviously that seemed like the coaching staff just instructed him, hey, take a knee.
Ben Grapperhaus, the junior, he's looking for some playing time next year, so he's going to listen to what the coach says. I figure you're a senior. You get a chance tonight, you're going to run with the football.
No
That's
matter
right.
what the coaches say. That's right. Because they're going to be out of your life here in a little bit.
That's right.
At least on a day-to-day basis.
But Grabberhouse, the junior, he takes the knee. Now here's a handoff inside, and he'll work his way to about the 30-yard line. Stopped shy there. It's probably Voss on the carry again. We'll see. Yeah, it was. And that's going to bring up second down, a gain of a couple.
Yeah, both teams have moved it so quickly. It's been a long first half with all the passes and scores.
Now Breeze Central in that hurry-up formation. From the shotgun. Rickoff going to roll left. Fire it out there in the flat. A low pass that's incomplete, and that's going to bring up third down now.
After a gain of 3, Cougar pass goes in.
Third down and 7 coming up for Breeze Central. The Oilers hope to stop here and get the football back with a chance to tie this thing up. Down 20-13. 7:56 on the clock, second quarter. Rickoff from the shotgun sends a man in motion. That's Voss. And now he's going to head right. He's going to keep it, tuck it in. At the 35, is taken down near the 40-yard line, but has a first down for Breeze Central.
Dalton Morris on the tackle for the Oilers, but not before a nice game by Rickoff as he really is a pass-first quarterback, though. He gets out in the flat, had all kinds of running. I'm still looking to throw it downfield. Finally realized that he's just tuck it and run. He does. And he's got decent speed and picks up the first down there as there was nobody around him. The Oilers over-pursue a little bit in the backfield.
Found a hole on that right side, and he just turned on the gas to pick up the first down. Rickoff rolling left now. Looking, and firing it across the middle, completing it close to another first down, but he pitches it off. And they end up down near the 40-yard line, and I don't know how he got that pitch off with a hit he took.
And I don't know if he pitched it or if Kirby knocked it out, because it was a good hit by Kirby. That might have just gone. Kirby might have punched that ball out right into the hands of the other receiver, I think.
Well, that is a design play that you'll see teams do, but, man, that happened so fast. That could have been accidental.
If it was a pitch, that was a great pitch because he took a shot.
Rickoff. Now movement up front. Oilers pointing at Breeze Central, and we'll see as flags fly. They're going to back up Central 5 here. That'll put them back to the midfield stripe, just shy at the 49-yard line. You know, it looks like they didn't give him that pitch there, because he was down to near the 40 after taking that pitch, so they must have called him down. There's Rickoff trying to set up the screen. Voss will have it. Only one blocker out in front, but that's enough to get him back to the line of scrimmage and pick up a yard or so after the penalty.
The Oilers' defense did a little bit better that time. They didn't quite over-pursue so much on the quarterback. A couple guys stayed back with Voss and were able to track him down from behind.
Once again, good poise, though, by Rickoff with 4 Oilers coming at him. Waited till the absolute last second to get that ball off to Voss. And now they face 2nd and 9. Rickoff rolling left. Voss out in front of him. He fires it downfield, has his man. A first down at the 30-yard line.
Pass is complete to Jacob Timmerman.
Jacob Timmerman with the reception that time for Breeze Central.
It's just too easy for Timmerman. He just finds a soft spot in the zone, and Rickoff puts it right on him, and he was wide open.
1st and 10 now for Breeze Central. The Oiler 29-yard line. From the shotgun, Rickoff with 3 receivers on the wide side. That's the right side. Man in motion. Voss takes the handoff. Running parallel to the line of scrimmage now will turn his shoulders upfield. Takes a couple of hits and dances his way free and ends up down near the 20-yard line.
Nice effort that time from Voss on a little jet sweep play as he comes in motion and takes the handoff from Rickoff. And Dalton Morris has got to keep that play inside and force it back inside where he's got some help. He let Voss get outside of the sideline and picks up the first down.
Looked like they had him strung out, almost knocked out of bounds as he ran down the line of scrimmage, and then somehow, when he turned his shoulders up, able to pick up that yardage for the first down. Inside the 20, the handoff goes inside to Voss, straight ahead running this time, and he's near another first down at the 10-yard line. Cameron Voss, 5'9", 175-pound junior, putting on a show here on the last couple plays, and 9-yard gain here. 2nd and 1 coming up for Breeze Central as the clock rolls down to 5:10. Rickoff with backs to his left, right, and then Voss directly behind him. And he's going to hand it off. Timmerman turns it upfield, still on his feet, towards the end zone, diving and into the end zone is Jacob Timmerman, the junior for Breeze Central, makes it a 26-13 Cougar lead.
Oh, well, patient run that time by Timmerman as he strung it along, and finally saw a lane, cuts it back and explodes through it and into the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown run.
11-yard run by Timmerman to make it a 26-13 lead as they'll set up now. Looks like to kick the extra point they will. Rickoff set to attempt the extra point. with Dunning holding. And it's blocked. Blocked by Jeremy Cook coming through there. And the score remains 26-13 in favor of the Breeze Central Cougars. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set. Hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and the doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Slade alongside Nick Dars. Rickoff with the kickoff. Fielded at about the 10. And Inglar losing his footing there, and he's going to be in trouble down near the 12-yard line. Had to chase down that kick and then never did get his footing.
Good kickoff from Rickoff, as you mentioned. Tough catch by Inglar. Had to go back on that one a lot and then slips. And tough field position now for the Oilers. They'll have a long field as they put together a nice couple drives here on their last two possessions to score. But inside the 15 to start this one.
They mark it at the 12. 1st and 10 Oilers, 4:45 to go before halftime. They trail 26-13. The handoff is inside to Inglar, and he's got some running room out to about the 20-yard line where he's pushed out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 4:36 to go. And Inglar close to a first down, going to be just shy, about a yard shy. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Nice little inside run that time from Cody. And picks up 9, and now a chance to do some things on offense as Kirby comes back in at quarterback.
Ragusa standing directly behind him. Kirby takes the snap. Gonna pitch it to Ragusa. He'll take it around the end, put his shoulder down. Look at him go as he steps on the sidelines, but he was moving down that sideline, and if they don't put that hit on him, he's gone there, Nick.
Yeah, and he thought he stayed in bounds. He's going all the way down the sidelines. Would have been a touchdown, but official right on top of it says he stepped out of bounds, and what a nice little option play that time.
Give the Oilers a first down at the 30-yard line. 4:27 to go in the half. Kirby lines up as a receiver now on the left side as Ragusa waits on the snap in the shotgun. Austin Ward just to his left and behind him, and they'll put it in his gut, pull it out. Ragusa going to follow him through the hole, and he'll end up picking up a yard or so. And now some extracurricular activity and some pushing and shoving and flags flying everywhere.
We'll see who that's going to be on that. Freeburg's 54, Sam Hugan, he threw a punch, and he really should be ejected from the game probably, but we'll see what the call is. Some late flags come in, might be offsetting. But the way I saw it, it should go against Breeze Central.
I didn't catch the activity downfield as I had my eyes on Ragusa as he was going down after the carry, and then caught just the end of that. And the officials talk it over. Initial contact coming from the Cougar side, and then an Oiler player coming to help out his teammate there. I think flags are going to fly for that reason too, though. Personal foul. It's Breeze Central. And one against the Oilers. So offsetting penalties, and the Oilers will have 4:11. The clock has been rolling this whole time. They never did stop the clock. down to 4:03 as the Oilers come to the line of scrimmage. Now, under 4 minutes to play. Now timeout call, down to 3:53. Timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2, 26-13 in favor of the Cougars. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Well, Breeze Central sniffed that one out pretty well, and Engler had nowhere to go.
They send a man in motion, and Ragusa faked it to him, going to the right, and then tried to pitch to the left side, but Engler, they were all over him. Now Engler will line up as the only running back behind Ragusa in the shotgun. Straight drop, lots of time. Airing it out for Kirby, who pulls another one in at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Had to come back for that one and still hauled it in.
Well, Ragusa looked downfield, saw one-on-one coverage with Kirby. He's so confident in him, throws it up. Kirby makes a nice adjustment to the ball. The defensive back doesn't, and it ends up being a long touchdown for Kirby, 69 yards. And what a night he's having, a 69-yard touchdown, a 56-yarder, well over 100 yards receiving. And now the Oilers will go for two here.
Oilers line up for two, and they've got all kinds of big guys in the backfield this time. And they're going to give it to the biggest one, number 72, pounds his way forward into the line of scrimmage. And that was Ryan Gonzalez with the carry there, and he's going to be stopped, though, short of the goal line. And that's always fun to see a lineman carry.
Oh, yeah. Senior night, and the offensive tackle, Ryan Gonzalez, gets it, and that's going to be a highlight for sure, even though he didn't get in.
He kind of had that Flintstone run going there as he took the kind of run in place, it looked like. But, man, when he hit that line of scrimmage, he had everything going.
Yeah.
They stop him, though, shy for the extra point, and the score remains 26-19 in favor of Breeze Central. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A return man at about the 25. He just stands there, dances around some tacklers, now breaks free and works his way up to the 40-yard line. He stayed in the same place there.
He did. He's just waiting for somebody to come, and he tried to break it outside and turns into a pretty good little return for Timmerman.
Brings the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Breeze Central going to have decent field position again with 2:51 on the clock. They'll have it at their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Now, stoppage on the field here. Now they'll finally blow the whistle. Is Breeze Central ready to go from the shotgun? Rickoff waits on the snap. Straight drop back. Here comes Carr after him. The screen set up, though. Voss will break his way across the middle of the field and end up into Oiler territory with another first down and another nice screen play set up by Breeze Central.
At a certain point when you're the defense, somebody's got to drop back and say, this is a screen. The quarterback's taking a 19-step drop, and they're just letting us come. So it's got to be that. That's the 4th time they've been able to run a screen to perfection.
And another first down for Breeze Central. Clock rolls down to 2:30. Rickoff to throw again. Carr pressuring again. Some more pressure. And now down the sidelines they go and overthrown. The Oilers had a couple of guys pressuring Rickoff there, including Brad Carr, and he had to hurry that one a bit.
Well, Carr gives chase. Austin Ward coming from the other side takes a pretty bad angle, really, and gives Rickoff a passing lane outside instead of trying to maybe force him back to Carr for a sack.
2:21 to go. As that stops the clock. Rickoff waits in the shotgun, facing second down and 10. Pulls down the snap, firing it over the middle, and complete, wide open there. Into the end zone goes Timmerman for the touchdown, and now he's going to get a celebration flag as he does a little dive into the end zone.
He dives into the end zone after a 53-yard touchdown, or 47-yard touchdown pass.
47-yard touchdown pass, and there will be a penalty tacked on this one.
Boy, Rickoff has just been on the money with the passing game tonight. He and Ragusa putting on a show through the air.
Pause there for a second.
There we go. Got the kids going.
Timmerman.
That's on a kickoff. I'm pretty sure it would do that. I think it's on the kickoff.
Surprised we didn't come and do something offset it.
Yeah. The flag is unsportsmanlike conduct.
Come on, man.
It will be assessed on the kickoff.
That penalty going to be assessed on the kickoff for celebrating as Timmerman doing a little dive into the end zone. And now Breeze Central setting up for the extra point, up 32-19 here with 2:11 to go. Rickoff trots over to where Dunning waits near the tee on the snap. Gets it down. The kick is on the way, and the extra point good this time to make it a 33-19 lead for Breeze Central over the Oilers with 2:11 to go in the half. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Set, hit. Protection! Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny Holt. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr as Breeze Central will have to kick off from the 25 after the celebration penalty. Ball stops at about the 35 and is picked up by Inglar, who works to the 40. Stop there, and that's where the Oilers will have it 1st and 10.
Pretty good kick again that time from Rickoff, and not as good a field position the Oilers maybe would have liked after the 15-yard penalty. And they'll start inside their own 40 at 39, but both offenses have been so explosive tonight, it hasn't really mattered how long the field's been. The Oilers go 88 yards on that last drive. And Breeze Central's had no problem scoring on just about every possession. The Oilers have forced one punt, but after Breeze Central's only punt, the Oilers promptly fumbled it right back to them.
Inglar in motion. He'll fake the handoff to him. Ragusa going to run the other way. At the 40, put his head down and runs over Breeze Central tackler as he goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
A lot of the A lot of the Cougars bit on that fake and thought maybe there was going to be a little more room for Ragusa, but good pursuit by the linebackers of Breeze Central to bring him down for a smaller gain than what maybe it looked like originally.
3 receivers to the wide side. That's the right side. 2 receivers left side. Ragusa waits on the snap. 2nd and 5. Screen pass set up on the right side. Austin Ward, and they drive him back after the catch. He'll get some forward progress, but a loss on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
They try that quick little hitter again, and that time it goes to Dalton Morris, and he loses yards on the play, and now a big 3rd down set up for the Oilers. Minute 39 left to go in the half. If you have to punt here, no doubt Breeze Central will have enough time to try and put together another scoring drive.
3rd down and 9 with a minute 25 to go and ticking. The wide side, the left side of the field. 3 receivers on that side. Ragusa rolling that way. Some pressure from behind, and he's going to let it fly down the right side for Morris, and it's incomplete. Both of them going up, the defensive back and Morris, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time.
Dalton Smith on the coverage and batted it away, and then the ball landed on him. He nearly came up with an interception, and instead an incomplete pass, and now the Oilers will have to punt. And Breeze Central with a full complement of timeouts, maybe 2 timeouts left, I believe. They used one early.
Jeremy Cook drops back to the 30-yard line, to about the 29 actually. Set to punt it away for the Oilers here. 4th down and 9. Cook, the lefty, with a line drive punt. And it hit his man. Now it's going to be picked up by the Oilers at the 39-yard line, but I don't think anyone's seen that except for the Oilers sideline.
Yeah, it looked like it hit 17, and Oilers should have been given the football here, but
I'm going to say that ball took a hop backwards, and the Oilers side wants to say that went off the Breeze Central player. But the officials seen it different, so Breeze Central will have a minute 5 now to go in the half, and the football at their own 39-yard line.
Now minute 5
in
left.
the shotgun.
Minute 5, really plenty of time for Breeze Central to get a drive going the way their offense has operated tonight.
Rolling left, firing it downfield, and completing it near 1st down to Timmerman. Out of bounds to stop the clock with a minute to go.
And they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half here. So this is a big couple moments here for the Oilers defense. They really need to stop.
2nd down and 1. 59.2 ticks to go. Here in the half. Rickoff rolling one way, now turns around, fires it the other way. Timmerman in trouble, now reversing field, has some room. Down the sidelines to the 40, cuts back. Now at the 30-yard line, still on his feet, still being chased at the 20, down to the 10-yard line. Timmerman,
wow,
ended up almost where the quarterback took the snap and then reversed field and ends up with a huge gain. Clock rolls now with 38 seconds. 1st and 10. Ball at the 12-yard line. Now timeout called. Going to take timeout 2, and the score 33-19 in favor of Breeze Central. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and the doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for Breeze Central with 28.4 seconds to go. And Rickoff going to throw, and he's in trouble, and he's dropped. Ryan Gonzalez back there as his helmet flies off, and he gets that sack at the 25-yard line. It's a big sack there.
Big sack from Ryan Gonzalez, and Breeze Central takes a timeout with 20.3 to go. But that is a huge sack. Probably takes him out of field goal range and sets up about 25 yards to go now to get into the end zone here.
2nd and 23 coming up for Breeze Central after the timeout. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chases Rickoff out of the pocket, and Rickoff wisely throws that one away to avoid the sack.
So now 14 seconds left on the clock, and 3rd and 23 coming up for Breeze Central. Play clock down to 20 seconds. Rickoff waits on the snap of the 30. Straight drop back, looking toward the middle, firing it down the middle, and hit, and a catch is made down at the goal line. Was he in? No, he's going to be down on the 1. They'll try to hurry down and spike it here, or maybe run a play with 7 seconds on the clock, and they'll spike it. And they got just enough for the first down, able to spike that ball and leave 4 seconds on the clock here.
And they got it really in the only spot where they could get a first down and not get into the end zone. There was only a yard or two in there.
And what a catch made there. I didn't see who made that catch, but he was in between two
Timmerman
Oilers.
Again, I believe. He's had a huge first half receiving.
He went up between two Oilers, took a big hit, held on to that football, and what a big first down that is. Now a crack of the end zone here. It's 2nd and 1 with 4 seconds to go. Breeze Central not exactly sure their formation, and a bad snap over the head of the quarterback. And Breeze Central just not ready there. And that's how this half will come to an end. 33-19 in favor of Breeze Central. We'll be back with the 3rd quarter after this. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your agent in the River Bend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
Be competitive, and you look at the landscape of baseball right now, there's no great teams. Look at Oakland and Baltimore, what they were able to do.
Look at the Cardinals right now. They lost Pujols, they lost Recall, they lost Burton.
Yeah.
When they replaced them,
right.
There wasn't no free agents. All minor leaguers that could come up and play.
Yeah,
that's what the Cubs like. They don't have guys.
And they're trying to build that, but while you're doing that, I'm saying
you
at least got to put a decent rotation on the field.
Well, that's what I'm getting. The last wave was Wood and Pryor and those guys.
Welcome back to Wood River, Illinois. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr, and the Oilers going to try the onside kick to start the second half, and it fails as Breeze Central will cover up at the 45, and they'll have the football up 33-19 to start the second half.
The Oilers really struggled on defense in that first half, Dennis, and give up 33 points in the first half. Got to come up with a stop here to keep this game within reach, really.
Big offensive first half for Breeze Central, putting those 33 points on the board, and what a job by this quarterback who's shown outstanding poise tonight. You know, Rickoff waits in the shotgun. He's going to set up that screen again, and there's Voss. They've got it set up nicely. He's going to work his way down the sideline. Cut back at the 40-yard line. He's in Oiler territory down to about the 35, and they've been able to do that all night long.
Yeah, it's at least 5-6 screens they've been able to run, and no reason to stop running until you see that the Oilers can adjust to it and stop it. And so far, they haven't been able to.
Gains enough for a Breeze first down.
That's up 1st and 10, and Breeze Central moving the chains quickly here to start the second half. Just underway, facing 1st and 10 now from the 36. Snap back and a handoff inside to Voss, and he'll put his head down and work his way forward for a nice gain on first down to second down at about 6.
And up to Voss, he needs 4 on the play.
Breeze Central using the huddle again after going to the no huddle towards the end of the first half. Got 3 backs back there, and they'll hand it off. Try to get it around the end. It's Timmerman with the football, and he works his way to the 30. Now breaks free and almost up to the 25, and boy, he doesn't quit. They had him stopped again. He's really good at shaking off tackles, and some poor tackling along the way as well by the Oilers.
It looked like Cody Engler was going to bring him down for a small gain, but you're right. Timmerman keeps fighting and picks up a nice gain close to a first down.
Gain of 3 and close to a first down.
3rd down and 1 now coming up for Breeze Central. Clock stopped at 10:48 as Timmerman got out of bounds. Now the handoff to Voss. He finds a seam and all the way down to the 10-yard line before Jeremy Cook finally makes the tackle.
Now Cook tried to strip it out at the end and get the fumble, but instead he ends up hurling the receiver forward for extra yards on the play. And now we've got a Breeze Central player down.
Injury on the field. The ball marked at the 9. We'll take a break and be back after this. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Like 3 different backs that run all over the field on the green zone and score like this. Bam, bam. They're the best downfield blocking team I've ever seen. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Look, there was really few I saw. I kind of requested that.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Dar. 10:30 on the clock as it rolls after the timeout. And they'll flip it out to Timmerman in the flat, and he's chased out of bounds down inside the 5-yard line.
Pass is complete to Timmerman.
Like Dalton Morrison on the tackle for the Oilers that time.
Gets down to the 5-yard line.
Gets out of bounds at the 5 to stop the clock at 10:21 here in the third quarter. Breeze Central leading 33-19, their first possession here of the second half. Trying to tack on some more points. Handoff inside to Voss. Tries to find the seam, but clogged up there and stopped before he can get to the goal line at about the 2-yard line. They'll set up second and goal now from the 2.
Hand off to Voss, who gains 3, moves the ball down to the 2-yard line.
Three backs in the backfield again as Central takes the snap and they hand it off inside again to Voss, and he'll be able to trot into the end zone from 2 yards out. And that's 6 more on the board for Breeze Central to make it a 39-19 lead now.
And the Oilers on defense just not offering up much resistance. It's been really, Breeze Central's made it look pretty easy on offense tonight. They have just marched up and down the field and pretty much done whatever they've wanted to do. And as a result, with 9:46 left to go in the third quarter, they're about to put 40 on the board.
You put 40 on the board yet, Nick? You ain't that old yet, are you?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Got 5 to go.
I got
4.5. I guess 4. Not 4.5. That's for sure.
Here's the snapback, the kick on the way, and 40 is on the board for Breeze Central to give them a 40-19 lead over the Oilers with 9:46 to go, third quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and the doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. This kickoff from Rickoff is out of bounds at the 30. So a flag thrown, and the Oilers will have it at the 35, I believe. The Oiler offense back on the field now, trailing 40-19.
I think they might back them up and make them kick it again, which I think I would just take the field position if I were the Oilers. They've kind of struggled in the kick return game all year, really.
So they will back them up and make them kick it again from the 35-yard line. It sends return man Inglar up to the 20. Kirby a little deeper, stands at the 15. And Breeze Central will kick it away again. Rickoff to kickoff for the Breeze Central Cougars. Sends Inglar back to the 15, and here he comes. Out to the 30, cuts back, and they gain 3. They actually lost a couple of yards by taking the penalty.
Yeah.
So they get to the 33-yard line.
Well, and the other thing is, too, that you can have some bad things happen. You certainly could have it on fumbles and turnovers, and they just haven't done enough in the kicking game. If they had a more explosive kick return game, you could understand the decision, but I just haven't seen it so far this year.
Very seldom do you see that penalty accepted. From the shotgun, Ragusa waits now with 3 receivers to his left side. That's the short side, but he's going to hand it off inside and across the 35 up to about the 36-yard line. I believe is Cody Inglar on the carry that time.
Inglar getting some carries from lining up in the backfield a lot more than we've seen this year.
That'll send 3 receivers to the right side. That's the wide side. 2 to the left as Ragusa waits at the 30-yard line in the shotgun. 9:11 on the clock, third quarter. Snap back. Now looks like he wants to run. Hesitated, but works his way up across the 40 to about the 42-yard line for a good gain. And close to a first down, but he's going to be just shy. It's going to set up 3rd down and 1. I'd say line up in that quarterback sneak formation. This time, if they don't have the center covered up, get to go all the way.
Right. Austin Ward, the big fullback, on the sidelines for this one, and they go empty backfield on 3rd and short.
Ragusa in the shotgun. Going to have 3 receivers to the wide side. That's the right side, 2 to the left. He waits on the snap. Now he's going to keep it and run up the middle to get the first down. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And the clock will roll.
Nice run by Ragusa there. Picks up the first down pretty easily and then some. Keeps the drive going, keeps the chains moving, and keeps the Breeze Central offense off the field, maybe more importantly.
50-50 tonight is worth $108.
Coming up on the 8-minute mark here of the 3rd quarter as the Oilers break huddle.
7-7.
I'll send 3 receivers split wide right. It's like Morris over there in the slot as Ragusa rolls out. Going to throw it and overthrow it and almost picked off. Incomplete.
Looking for Dakota Barrett over in the flat that time, and just a little too high from Ragusa that time. He had a man open, had Barrett open, and just incomplete.
That's your ticket. Come up to the press box.
So that sets up 2nd down and 10 now for the Oilers from the 46-yard line. Taking plenty of time getting this play called as Ragusa trots to the huddle with 15 seconds on the play clock. Oilers head to the line of scrimmage, down to 9 seconds. 5 seconds on the play clock. Ragusa sends a man in motion. They get the snap off. They'll fire it out to Kirby trying to get the screen, and now he'll drop the football, but they're going to say incomplete.
Incomplete pass, nearly a completion and a fumble by Kirby that time. Fortunate to have that one called incomplete, and for a couple reasons. One, you avoid the fumble, and it would have been a loss on the play anyway.
Now facing 3rd down and 10 are the Oilers here with 7:53 on the clock. The incompletion stops the clock as the Oilers break huddle now. Facing 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the right side, the wide side. Single back in the backfield with Ragusa, and that's Ward. And they throw it downfield, and is that caught? No, incomplete.
Well, down 3 touchdowns last game of the year. 4th down, I'd go for it, but it looks like they're going to send the punting team out.
So the Oilers will punt it away here at the 7:47 mark of the 3rd quarter, facing 4th down and 10. The deep man for Breeze Central is Timmerman. Drops back to about the 25-yard line. Cook will boot it away. It's headed toward the sidelines and will roll out of bounds near the 20. And that's where Breeze Central will take over 1st and 10. We'll take a break. 7:40 on the clock. 3rd quarter action. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
They wanted to do offensively, it's been there for them. Just a rough night for the Oiler defense, which is one of the reasons I think I would have not punted there either. Just not much faith in the Oiler defense at the moment.
4-4-6-2. Somebody's coming.
1st and 10, Breeze Central. Snap back to the quarterback who fires it over the middle. Had a man Dunning open, but had to hurry that pass a little bit, threw it incomplete.
Yeah, a little pressure that time from the Oiler defense, and you're right, he had to throw it a split second before he wanted to. And one of the few incompletions on the night for Rickoff. Almost called him kickoff.
He is the kicker.
Right,
so
yeah.
we've been saying Rickoff won the kickoff all night, so I could see where that would happen. Well, he waits in the shotgun here at the 7:26 mark. Second down and 10. And off inside to Voss. Cutting back, makes a nice move. Headed down the sidelines again. Midfield stripe. At the 40 is finally taken down near the 35-yard line. And another run by Voss for a first down.
A big run that time, and huge gain on the play, gain of about 32 yards. And just gashing the Oilers for big yardage now in the running game.
Breeze Central trying to keep that ball on the ground, keep that clock rolling. And Voss will get a lot of carries here in the second half, and he's taking advantage of it. 32-yard run here for a first down from the 36 now of the Oilers. They fake it to him. Almost sacked as Rickoff. How does he get away from that? Throws it downfield, and it's dropped. Had a man, and he tried to tiptoe it on the sidelines to make that catch and couldn't haul it in, but there's Rickoff again, avoiding pressure.
Yeah, good job scrambling, gets open, and makes a nice throw to Dalton Newkirk, the intended receiver, and he tries to tiptoe along the sideline and stay in bounds and make the catch at the same time and just can't come up with it.
That sets up second down at 10, now for Breeze Central. They'll line up on the left hash mark, the wide side, the right side of the field, three receivers on that side. Rickoff takes a snap, hands it right up the middle to Voss, and Voss is hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, but ends up heading downfield to about the 30-yard line for a good gain of about 4. That'll set up third down and 6. Long 6. Breeze Central just running the clock. They come to the line of scrimmage, taking their time. Clock coming up on the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Rickoff, straight drop back. Look for the screen here, and they had it covered nicely there. It looked like Brad Carr in the coverage it was, and he did a nice job of stopping the screen finally.
Yeah, they finally recognize the screen. Carr stays with Voss, and incomplete pass, forces the incomplete pass from Rickoff.
That'll bring up fourth down now, and we'll see what Breeze Central does here on fourth down.
I believe just the second fourth down of the night for Breeze Central. They punted the first time.
It looks like they're going to go for it this time with 6:01 on the clock. Deep in Oiler territory at the 32-yard line. Wide side, the right side, three receivers on that side as Rickoff looking that way and firing it, completes it at the 20, and breaking free, the receiver works his way down to the 15, and there's Timmerman again. What a night for him.
Boy, he's having a huge night receiving, and Rickoff looking at him the whole way. Hits him in the numbers on a little hook route, and then he does the rest.
Rickoff to Timmerman again, and that's just like saying Ragusa to Kirby. As Timmerman, a favorite receiver of this quarterback, Rickoff, for Breeze Central. In the shotgun, they'll have three backs back there with him. A wishbone formation from the shotgun. They fake it to Voss. Now they flip it out to Timmerman, who's trying to head upfield down the sidelines and will have enough, it looks like, for another first down near the 10-yard line.
Again, shifting and eluding tacklers, and as you mentioned, gets it close to the first down marker.
Going to mark him shy. Looks like they're going to mark him down shy of the first down by about 3 yards, so it'll set up second down and 3. Now they move it up a bit, so second down and 2 coming up now for Breeze Central. A wishbone shotgun formation. There's a handoff to Voss, left side, as he follows that wishbone over the left tackle enough to pick up the first down, it looks like. And we'll see what they mark it, but nope, they're going to mark him just shy. I thought he had enough, but it's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, just shy, as you mentioned. And
clock continues to roll. Down to 4:20 to go here, third quarter action. That's shotgun formation again with a wishbone around him, and they'll hand it off inside to Voss again. He's hit in the backfield, and looks like he may have enough this time. Well, they're going to say once again they stopped him just shy. 4th down and inches.
Oilers desperately need a stop here on 4th down. Although Breeze Central could attempt a field goal here, their kicker has the leg to make that. But 4th and inches, they're going to 4th and a yard. And
now timeout on the field. 3:50 to go. 3rd quarter action. Oilers won a timeout. 40-19 they trail. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
Welcome back to Wood River, Illinois. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Dar. 4th down and 1 for Breeze Central after the Oiler timeout. Oilers need a stop here. Now flags fly. Maybe some movement up front. And offsides against the Oilers. So they'll give them the 1st down after the timeout. That'll set up 1st and goal now for Breeze Central. Some serious strategy there.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. I'm sure the Oilers.
How frustrating in Travis Williams.
Yeah, I think he had a look on his face like we just talked about that in the timeout.
Right. Now 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. From the shotgun. A wishbone. They'll hand it off to Timmerman, who's headed for the corner, and he is in, I believe. No. They're going to say
took it right into the end zone.
Yes, they just
flag on the play, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. The flag on the field. We'll see what the call is here. The 3:44 mark of the 3rd quarter. It is a personal foul, but the touchdown going to count.
Touchdown is good, but a personal foul against the Cougars.
So a 4-yard run by Timmerman will make it 46-19 right now in favor of Breeze Central. They'll set up for the extra point. I'm not sure if they're going to mark this personal foul off half the distance here on the extra point.
And again, just another easy touchdown, though, for Breeze Central. Is just wide open to the end zone, and he runs it right in. And easy 2-yard run after the all-sides penalty against the Oilers, and now try and tack on the extra point.
They'll set up for the extra point with Rickoff to do the honors. Dunning to hold. Now they're a man short. Trot somebody on the field here. As play clock down to 4 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. Down to 2 seconds. 1, and now movement up front, and then a high snap. So we'll see what happened first. Did the Oilers jump offside, or did the play clock run out?
Well, I think 18 for Breeze Central moved as well, Dalton Smith. So that could be a motion or delay penalty, really, against Breeze Central. We'll see how the call goes.
Official finally over, and they're going to say offsides against the Oilers.
Offside penalty against the Oilers.
So they'll move it just a tad closer. Half the distance to the goal line, and Rickoff will attempt the extra point again. 46-19 in favor of Breeze Central. Here's a snap alone. It's bobbled. Dunning in trouble, and the PAT fails after all of that. 46-19. Breeze Central leads the Oilers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment. Just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold it. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
No doubt, the refs are like.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. Breeze Central sent to kick it away. Look at that pooch kick. It's going to hit about the midfield stripe, and they're going to have to jump on it. After the penalty, they kicked off from the 25. He got his foot underneath that one, and it comes down at the 48 where the Oilers jump on it.
Jeremy Cook dives on that one. Good job by him to get on that one and maintain the possession for the Oilers.
So the Oilers have it 1st and 10. As they break huddle at the 3:42 mark of the 3rd quarter. It's like Ragusa going to climb under center here, and they'll hand it off right side. Inglar cutting back. Inglar still on his feet. Taken down at the Breeze Central 45. The Oilers going with a straight-up running game there.
Hand off to Cody Engler.
Good gain by Cody Engler on first down. Picks up 8.
7 yards. Bring him 2nd and 3.
Looks like the Oilers going to stick in that wishbone. They want to get things rolling here. The handoff this time to Kirby. He's going to have to reverse field. He's in trouble and then going to be stopped near the midfield stripe. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You just can't. You have 2nd and 2, and you can't run a play where you have to dance and lose yardage. Either throw a pass downfield and try and get the two yards on 3rd and short.
I'd have brought Ryan Gonzalez back in there. Why not? Give another try.
Agreed.
That time
you
Kirby
can't lose yards on that play. You got it set up in a good position, 2nd and 2.
Now Kirby from the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to throw it down the sidelines, and it's aired out. And that was almost a Hail Mary there as a defensive back and Inglar battle for it, and it falls incomplete.
Bring up a 4th down for the Oilers.
4th and 5 coming up now for East Alton Wood River. Now the official places the ball in the wrong spot. To move it where it goes.
Would have had a first down.
Would have. Oilers take anything at this point. Down to 2:32 to go, 3rd quarter. Ragusa back there, quarterback now with all the receivers in the formation. He's going to roll right. Going to fire it back over the middle, looking for Ward, and that's incomplete. And Breeze Central will get the football back with 2:26 to go, 3rd quarter.
Ward. Incomplete, and the Oilers turn the ball over to the Cougars.
Well, Breeze Central will trot the offense back on the field. Central 1st and 10 after the turnover on downs, and they'll hand it off right up the middle, nowhere to go, and that'll bring up 2nd down as the clock rolls now down to 2:15.
Job by the Oiler defensive line that time to get a stop for no gain. Haven't been able to say that too many times tonight, unfortunately, for their defense.
Breeze Central lines up in shotgun formation. And they snap it. And we'll pitch it to Voss, trying to get around the end. Flag flies as he turns it upfield. Another flag flying near the sidelines. We'll have to wait and see here. He ends up in Oiler territory at about the 48-yard line. Clock stops with 1:49 still to go here, 3rd quarter.
A hold against Breeze Central, and that'll push them back. Well,
the officials still making calls late in this one. And holding the call against Breeze Central, as they'll back them up. Minute 49 to go, third quarter. And that backs them all the way back to the 35-yard line.
And second down for Breeze Central.
Second down and long now. They've got to get into Oiler territory to about the 42-yard line. Second and 23. And they're going to throw it. And they'll get it back to the other side of the field. And here is Timmerman again, rolling up the field to the midfield stripe where he stopped there. And that's going to bring up third down and about 9.
Boy, it looked like for a second he was going to break that one down the sidelines into the open again. And a good open field tackle by the Oilers that time.
Timmerman going to line up in the slot on the right side. Now they shift some linemen around at the line of scrimmage. Rickoff waits in the shotgun. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Third down and 8. Play clock down to 3 as they get it off. Rickoff rolling right, looking downfield, firing it complete. And stepping out of bounds, number 19 on the reception for Breeze Central. And that is Dalton Newkirk.
A wide open again, another wide open receiver for Rickoff, and he makes a nice little toe tap on the sidelines for a nice completion, another first down.
Inside Oiler territory at the 37-yard line.
First down and 10 now for Breeze Central at the Oiler 37-yard line. Still 43 seconds to play, third quarter. And Breeze Central with all their starters in there, and Rickoff in the shotgun. And hand it off right up the middle to Voss. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain. That'll bring up second down. We'll see if they even run another play here in the third quarter. Breeze Central at the line of scrimmage.
No gain for the Cougars.
As the clock rolls down to 19 seconds, it looks like they're going to let it roll out here for the third quarter. Breeze Central leading 46-19 over the Oilers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and the doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Probably flip a coin between those three at this point.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr, and a second down play to start the fourth quarter, and another first down as Voss will take it down to about the 25-yard line. Then a flag flying late there here to start the fourth quarter.
Gain of 11 for Voss, but a flag at the end of the play.
We'll wait and see what the penalty is here, but that one coming in the face mask territory.
Maybe a 15-yarder here against the Oilers, so tack that onto the end of the play.
And the referee slowly walks across the field to blow to a head, personal
blow to a head.
foul.
Yeah, you're right.
Personal foul against the Oilers.
That'll march them 15 more down to the 10-yard line. Breeze Central trying to put the 5-0 on the board now, or 52 points with another touchdown. As we start the fourth quarter. 46-19 Breeze Central. A snap and a fumble. And loose still, and who's going to get it? Oilers around that football, but not sure if they come up with it. Somehow.
Like the Oilers
nope,
have
the Oilers did.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Oilers.
Well, the Oilers get it back with 11:27 on the clock. And they'll stop Breeze Central from tacking on 6 more.
I think Caleb Moorfield forced the fumble that time, and 52, Levi Harmon comes in and recovers it for the Oilers, and they'll get it back on offense now.
It's like some fresh jerseys now in there on defense for Breeze Central. Well, the Oilers with Ragusa at quarterback in the shotgun, dropping back, rolling right. Now looking downfield, going to let it fly. Has his man Kirby, but overthrown that time, incomplete.
Kirby maybe slowed up a little bit on that one, but you're right, just out of his reach that time, overthrown, and it would have been maybe a third touchdown of the night, third long touchdown of the night for that combination.
So about a step or two too far this time, and incomplete. Second down and 10 now coming up for the Oilers. Clock stopped at 11:19. Ragusa with all his receivers in the formation. Oiler fans still on their feet here, and they'll work it to Cook. Cook breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Runs over a guy at the 40, up to about the 42 for an Oiler first down.
Nice job, nice effort by Jeremy Cook that time. Runs into his own guy, Austin Ward, in the flat, and then just keeps on going. Lowers his shoulder and carries some tackles, picks up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the Oilers, out to the 42-yard line. 11:09 on the clock. Snap back to Ragusa. All kinds of time again. Down the middle of the field he goes, looking for his man, in and out of the hands. Inglar, the intended receiver that time, but he probably should have had that one, Nick. Tough play, though. He was kind of got some contact down there right at the last minute. May have threw him off stride.
A little contact, and then it kind of picked up a little bit of separation there at the last moment. Got a step, but it hit him in the chest. He just couldn't come down with it.
Second down and 10 coming up now for the Oilers. Stops the clock at 10:59. Ragusa in the shotgun. 3 receivers right side. Ragusa waits on the snap, looking. Firing it out in the flat and completing it. And to the 50-yard line, stopped there. Number 21 with the reception that time for the Oilers, and that's Alton Morse. We're going to be shy of the first down. It'll set up a 3rd down and 3.
7. We have 3rd and 3.
Clock rolls down to 10:30. Ragusa in the shotgun. 3 receivers left side. Looks that way, now tucks it in. Ragusa going to pick up the first down. He's at the 45, taking tacklers with him down to about the 43-yard line.
As you said earlier, he's just once he pulls it down to run, he's like a fullback at 205 and picks up the first down there and drags the pile forward.
And the Oilers move the chains with 10:16 on the clock. The clock continues to roll. 46-19 in favor of Breeze Central. Oilers aren't quitting, though. Ragusa, all kinds of time again. He's camped out back there. Now gets away from pressure. Fires it down the sidelines and trying to get Cook knocked out of his hands. Incomplete. And good coverage downfield. Ragusa had all day back there.
Hey, a lot of time again, and Cook had a step for a second, but the defender closed on it and closed the gap and knocked it away. Nice play.
Leaves 9:55 on the clock. Sets up 2nd down and 10 now for the Oilers from the 43-yard line. Ragusa waits in the shotgun. Snap back to him, rolling left, looking into the flat, and he has Inglar. Inglar will head up the left side and be stopped as he crosses the 40 at about the 38-yard line.
Good little stiff arm that time from Cody Inglar over in the flat. And picks up some extra yards because of that and makes up 3rd and 4.
For a gain of 6, we'll bring up 3rd and 4.
The Oilers down to 9:30 left in this one. All their starters still on the field here on senior night. They send a man in motion. Inglar takes it. Now Kirby. Kirby looked like he might throw it now. He's going to turn it upfield, and he'll get enough for the first down. Just enough for the first down on the reverse.
They wanted to throw, but there was nobody to throw it to, so he just tucks it down and runs it, and now they're gonna give him the first down, right to the first down marker.
He was also able to get out of bounds to stop the clock at 9:15. They mark this one just shy of the 34-yard line. And Ragusa in the shotgun, getting pressured, gets away. Now firing it downfield toward the end zone. Inglar, did he hold on? No, in and out of his hands.
Looked like Breeze Central might have got a hand on it and just tipped it away from Inglar at the last moment.
Incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10 now coming up for the Oilers with 9:03 still to go in this one. The Oilers head to the line of scrimmage. 20 seconds on the play clock as Ragusa waits in the shotgun near the 40. Rolling out right side. Now firing it down the field. Has a man Cook wide open. Caught at the 5 and down inside the 5 to about the 3.
Catch by Jeremy Cook. He was wide open down the sidelines. Ball hung up in the air a little bit. Otherwise, it probably would have been a touchdown. But as it is, 1st and goal for the Oilers.
And the Oiler faithful still here and still making all kinds of noise for the Oilers. Down 46-19. 8:54 on the clock. 1st and goal from the 3. Full house backfield, and they'll give it off up the middle. Is that Gonzalez? And he'll push his way in. Ryan Gonzalez, a 3-yard run and a touchdown for the Oilers.
I think it might have been Brad Carr on the carry actually that time. Or he ends up with the football anyway.
Okay, I thought I seen 76, but 75, yeah, it was Gonzalez.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
That time Ryan Gonzalez able to push it in from 3 yards out. Now they'll set up for the extra point to make it a 46-26 lead if they can get this. And it is good. So 46-26 our score with 8:48 to go here. 4th quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Slayer alongside Nick Darn. It was Brad Carr who took that in from 3 yards out for the touchdown. I thought it was Gonzalez, but Carr with the carry and the touchdown for the Oilers. Thanks to the instant replay, we were able to figure that out, Nick. Now the onside kick is covered up by Breeze Central.
Well, ever since we got instant replay up here in the booth, it's just been a whole new world for us, really. I mean,
thanks to RiverBender.com for doing the video. 46-26 now. The Breeze Central lead. They have the football back, and it looks like they still got their starters in there on offense. Voss standing directly behind Rickoff, the quarterback, with 8:47. The clock will begin after the handoff to Voss. He stopped shy of the 45 at about the 44.
Brad Carr, Alex Harmon in on the tackle for the Oilers that time.
Brad Carr carries for the Cougars. Gains about a yard. 2nd and 9.
Timmerman checking in now for the Breeze Central Cougars. Will line up in that wishbone formation with the quarterback standing in the middle of them in the shotgun, and they'll give it to Timmerman. He'll try to get around the end, and headed upfield, stopped as he crosses the midfield stripe, shy of the first down at the Oiler 49-yard line.
Boy, Timmerman having a huge game, receiving the ball, running the ball. He's doing it all.
Don't forget, stick around after this one for the Mungadast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. 7:45 on the clock as it continues to roll. And now timeout as Timmerman shaking up on the play. We'll take a timeout too. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Set, hit. Protection! Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold it. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Loss of 1, bring up 4th and 3.
Looks like they will send the punting unit on.
As Breeze Central gets set to punt this away. A play clock down to 12 seconds. Both sides just moping along here late in the fourth quarter. They're moving at the officials' pace. Now both these teams wore out here. Now they're going to have to call a timeout as the play clock runs down. 6:33 to go. 46-26 Breeze Central. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
6 years ago, medical malpractice insurance rates in the Metro East were rising, and people worried their doctors might leave.
Madison County judges instituted an innovative mediation program that has helped people resolve cases more quickly on their terms and cut the cost of lawsuits. Mediation works because it provides both the patient and the doctor an opportunity to speak and listen to each other.
This successful program is another way we're working to make our courts better.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The ref threw the flag like it was killing him to throw it. He didn't want to throw it, but it was obvious penalty, so he had to.
Would you say this is moving at a lethargic pace at this
Yes,
point?
slightly.
So they'll finally punt it away, and the Oilers set to field it around the 20. Inglar is going to let it roll, though, and this is going to go down inside the 10-yard line to the 9, and that is where the Oilers will have it 1st and 10. We'll see what they do on offense here with 6:21 to go. Now down by 20 points, 46-26.
Officials just don't want the season to come to an end.
These seniors
haven't
are
had
milking
enough
it tonight here on
Yeah,
senior night.
they're getting their money's worth.
We're coming up on a 3-hour ball game here tonight. This game started at 7 o'clock. It's now 9:30, so 2.5 hours on this one so far. Of course, you're listening to this on Saturday afternoon here on the radio. And they continue to take their time getting things squared away here. Get the right football on the field now, and 6:21 to go. Oilers in the shotgun. Ragusa waits with the running back directly behind him, and he's going to roll right. Looking downfield, and some pressure, will dump it off. Inglar reversing field, stopped as he gets to about the 10. That'll bring up 2nd down. No gain on the play. Clock down to 6 minutes to go.
Before being brought down.
Goes over to the sidelines to get the play. And now the Oilers come to the line of scrimmage with 15 seconds on the play clock. Ragusa waits in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the short side. That's the right side, but he's going to roll left. Now back right, throwing it back to the left, and finally completing it to Inglar. But he's taken down at about the 15-yard line, short of the 1st down. And that'll bring up 3rd down at about 5.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Closing in on the 5-minute mark here of the 4th quarter.
5.
Oilers come to the line. They'll send 3 receivers to the wide side. That's the right side. Ragusa waits in the shotgun. Snap back, straight drop. Rolling out and hitting Inglar near the 20, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 1st down, I think.
That may be a favorable spot. It might be. I think he's going to be a little short. Well, they might give it to him.
He may have got just enough. It looks like they're going to mark him just enough for the 1st down.
I'm with you. I thought originally he was short. Real nice spot by the official, though, for the Oilers. And enough for a 1st down.
Now 4:48, that'll get the clock rolling again. As they send 3 receivers split wide left. Ragusa waits in the shotgun. He's going to roll that way. Firing it the other way, though, and he's got his man in at the 40-yard line, caught and taken down at about the 36-yard line.
Oh, a nice throw from Ragusa that time. Rolling to his left, comes back across his body, and just hits Dalton Morris right in the numbers. Perfect throw.
Ends up at the 34.
Down into Cougar territory. Down to the 33-yard line.
1st down and 10 from the 33. Ragusa with the snap, firing it to the flat, and now a flag flies in late as he gets that one to Jeremy Cook.
It's going to be, I think, a face mask against the Cougars.
That was a face mask they didn't call in the last play. They make up for it now that they've walked downfield. And that will give the Oilers another 1st down. Clock still with 4:14 to go here in the 4th quarter, and this is going to push them down to near the 15-yard line. Just inside the 15 to the 14, 1st and 10.
14-yard line. First and 10 Oilers.
4:10 on the clock as the Oilers line up. Ragusa in the shotgun. 3 receivers left side. Here's some pressure. Ragusa just going to keep it. Head up the middle. At the 10, breaking tackle, still on his feet. At the 5, pounds it into the end zone. They say it was out of bounds before he got in. What an effort by Ragusa.
That was a terrific effort by Ragusa. It's just amusing to me how long it took the official to come over and make the call. Holy cow.
And that's the second time Ragusa thought he was free, but called out of bounds.
But I think it was the right call. It just took a while. I think the right foot stepped on the sidelines as he was going in.
He wants a touchdown, though, and he's going to keep it himself. Did he get in this time? Yes, he did. 3 yards just straight ahead. And Ragusa puts 6 more on the board to make it a 46-32 ball game now with 3:52 to go in this one. Using that big frame of his just to stretch out for 3 yards and 6 more on the board. 3:52 to go. It's now 46-32, Breeze Central lead. And the Oilers going to go for 2. And the shotgun, Ragusa waits. He'll fire it in the flat, and that one almost picked off. He tried to get it to Kirby, but it's incomplete, and the score remains 46-32 in favor of Breeze Central. With 3:52 to go, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
They put their starters back.
Defense all that long, other than that.
Welcome back to Wood River. Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. Still 3:52 to go in this one. The Oilers will kick it right down the middle of the field. This one takes a Oiler hop, but it's picked up by Breeze Central at the 25 and stopped right there. And that's where Breeze Central will have it as Timmerman picked that ball up. Now they'll have it on offense with 3:48 to go.
It's a 2-score game. The concern you have for the Oilers, you just haven't been able to get a stop on defense all night long. If you just desperately need a turnover or a stop somehow. Just haven't been able to get one all night.
Breeze Central, we'll see if they have some type of run out the clock offense. They've stayed in that shotgun formation all night long and really continue to throw the football here late in the ball game. Rickoff waits on the snap, and he's going to throw. Down the middle of the field they go, and it's incomplete. Stops the clock with 3:43 to go.
That is a peculiar play call, to say the least. To throw, that was into some coverage. That was a dangerous pass, and stops the clock. And strange call.
Very strange. You want to get the clock rolling, and they air it out. Not only do they air it out, they throw it downfield. In the shotgun now with that wishbone around him. Rickoff going to hand it off. And Timmerman going to try to get around the end. He'll turn it up. Has some running room down the sidelines. Now cutting back and ends up with a first down. And a flag flies late at the 40-yard line with 3:33 left to go. We'll see what the flag is here, but that one coming in late where there's like a face mask or some type of personal foul usually called in this situation. Brad Carr headed off the field. I'm not sure if he's been ejected or if he's just coming off the field, but it's kind of like they were motion him to come off the field. Call a personal foul. And I'm going to say that was on Brad Carr, the way he headed to the sidelines and took a seat
You know,
there.
we've seen that look a few times over the course of the years.
Well, march off 15, move it into Oiler territory. That's one thing about this game being kind of dragged out like it is. These players getting frustrated on both sides, and now they're just looking for some kind of fun out of this mess of a football game.
That's a good description.
And there's a sack.
Caleb Moorfield that time.
It looked like they direct snapped that one to Voss, and Moorfield in there with his first stop of the night.
Caleb Moorfield gets into the backfield.
That's going to set up second down and long. We'll get the clock rolling. .246 still to play in this one. From the shotgun. The wishbone around him. He waits on the snap and he'll hand it off to Timmerman going the other way. He'll turn it upfield to the 40-yard line and stop there. Shy of the first down. Breeze Central will have it at the 40. Facing third down.
Bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. And now timeout on the field. 2:28 to go. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Citizens for Dave Hilla. Vote yes to retain Judge Hilla.
He's back in there now. At least they got a school record. Yeah, you do.
Back in Woodward, Dennis Laird alongside Nick Darr. Brad Carr back on the field for the Oilers. So he must have just left in frustration earlier. 3rd down and 6 now. Dropping back. Rickoff throwing it downfield and incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down and leaves triple deuces on the clock.
Rickoff's pass is incomplete.
4th down, and look, they got 3rd and 64 on the clock. But it's actually
3rd and 64 is tough to convert.
That would be tough.
4th down.
4th down and 6 coming up.
uh,
2:22 on the clock. As Breeze Central set to punt it away. Timmerman going to run it. Now he'll finally kick it. And the field to go, headed toward the end zone. Did they stop it on the 1? They did. They downed that on the 1-yard line. That leaves 2:12 on the clock and 99 yards for the Oilers to go.
It's close to, obviously we don't have replay, but it almost looked like the player that downed it for Breeze Central kind of ran into the end zone. It may be interesting if we did have replay to see if his foot touched the goal line.
Hey, we got it marked at the 1. And that's where the Oilers will have it 1st and 10. From the 1-yard line, 2:12 to go. They trail 46-32.
They need a big play at some point, obviously. Another big play.
Let's see that bomb now. Down the sidelines to Kirby again. Why not? And now they finally get the Oiler football under the field. And they're ready to go. 2:12 to go here, 4th quarter. Ragusa under center. Takes the snap, going to hand it off right side. Some running room there. And they'll get him some breathing room out to near the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go in this one.
Angler carries the ball out to the 5-yard line. We're at the 2-minute time mark.
Ragusa now back in the shotgun. Waits on the snap at the goal line. There, throw it out in the flat and complete it. Here's Inglar, still with lots of energy, out to the 15-yard line and an Oiler first down. A minute 41 to go.
Good for a gain of 10 and an Oiler first down.
Oilers to the line of scrimmage. Ragusa waits on the snap. Minute 35 on the clock. And Ragusa pump fakes, now going down the sideline, throws it short, but Inglar pulls that down somehow. Now he drops it. Now he drops it at the 43. I don't know how he made that catch, though, Nick.
That was a terrific catch, and just fumbled the football after he got it. What a catch. He fumbled it, then Breeze Central, one of the guys held him while the other one went and got the football. It was an easy recovery, and that's going to do it.
With a minute 23 to go, Breeze Central will get the football back, leading 46-32.
You need one expert analysis?
No, I don't want nothing. I want nothing.
I want pause.
I want pause. I've done that a few more times in this game. I'll be mad. There's been times where it's like, oh, you're wrong, game, and we're just standing around looking at each other.
That's why they come up and talk to us. They don't seem like they're doing anything.
I know. Welcome. Breeze Central will take a knee here. And the clock will roll now down to minute 12. And ticking.
They'll have to do it a couple more times, and it's going to bring Breeze Central. Looks like they likely headed for the playoffs. They improved to 5-4 on the year. The Oilers are going to finish at 3-6.
And our Munganess Toyota player of the game is a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with the receiver from Breeze Central, Jacob Timmerman, 6-foot junior. What a great job. He run the football, caught the football, and just an outstanding performance from Jacob Timmerman. He's our Munganess Toyota player of the game.
They played a terrific game, and a lot of guys on both offenses played. We're going to give it a 2. It's a 46-32 game. Not a lot of defense on either side. But you're right. Good call on Timmerman. He had an outstanding game for the Cougars.
That's Nick Dar. I'm Dennis Laird. Our final score once again, 46-32. Breeze Central over the Oilers. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Barry Macias, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family